welcome back. Now, I've got these beautiful juniper berry rubbed elk loin, and I'm gonna go ahead and add our blackberry port wine sauce here. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm just gonna top that right there with a little bit of that. There we go, maybe one more there. Okay, then our sweet potatoes are here with our herbs and all that great stuff, our saute of wax beans and green beans, and our blackberry port sorbet. But guys, as promised, I've got my friend Christina here. Welcome, Christina, come on over. Tell me all about Shelton Vineyards. Tell our viewers all about Shelton Vineyards.
Well, thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Shelton Vineyards is actually one of the largest estate wineries in North Carolina.
Wow.
People often ask what exactly is an estate winery, and that essentially means that 100% of the grapes that we use to produce our wines are grown right on our property in Dobson, North Carolina, which is about an hour and a half north of Charlotte. Shelton produces all vinifera grapes. So today we have with us the port and our tasty Merlot, which I'm very excited about both of these because let me tell you, the poor folks at home can't smell this, but this smells amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it tastes just as delicious.
Well, we paired the, of course, the blackberry going along with that Merlot to help really accent the juniper spice rub in the elk loin here. And of course, the herbs and the sweet potato, that beautiful sweetness, should really be accented well with a good Merlot from where else?
Well,
Shelton Vineyards.
What I'm excited about, Chuck, is the fact that our Merlot is a little bit fuller in body. So it's got a little bit more going on in the glass than you would see from a typical Merlot, but it's gonna be really nice with this gamier style meat in that you're gonna get some more of those earthy characteristics with it, and you're also gonna get a real nice, elegant finish so that it doesn't overpower what we've got going on the plate. Woohoo!
And now,
Give it a little smell.
cheers.
Cheers. Oh, Chuck, you gotta cheers to.
There you go. Wow.
Delicious. In addition to the Merlot, we also brought with us our port wine.
Now that's in 2 of our dishes today, guys, because I really believe you're the only one in North Carolina, right?
We are indeed. Great thing about port. Port is originally from Portugal, and the United States has got an agreement with the EU that says we won't call a port because it doesn't come from Portugal. However, that agreement was made after the very first vintage of our port was produced.
So you were grandfathered in.
You got it, you're grandfathered
That's
in.
great.
So this is the only true port in the state of North Carolina. It's made with 90% of the Cabernet Franc grape and 10% of the Cabernet Sauvignon grape. This is our most labor-intensive wine that we produce. It has 2 years of brandy oak barrel aging.
2 years to make a port, y'all.
2 years. Now, we look at this, here it is 2013, and our current vintage is 2005.
Wow.
So that gives you any indication of how long it takes to make this wine.
Wow.
There you go.
Awesome.
The best thing I like about this port, especially when you've used it to make the berries here and the sorbet, is that it's got a really nice sweet style to it. But it also has a very well-rounded finish with a really good nose. A lot of dried raisins, cranberry-type flavors.
Ooh,
and that's
yeah.
gonna just go great
Dried
with
cherries.
the sorbet. It's really delicious.
Wow.
Delicious.
Oh,
And I would like to invite everybody to come and visit us at Shelton Vineyards. We have a full-service winery, a restaurant, and a hotel. So if you enjoy the wine a little bit too much, you just come
Taste
and
all
stay
you
our-
want and stay in the hotel.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So Christina, we've used 2 varietals today. Of course, we're sipping on the Merlot as we're talking, and we, of course, use the port. What other types of varietals do you grow at Shelton and produce?
We produce all of what's called a vinifera varietal of wine. Here in North Carolina, you hear a lot about muscatine and scuppernong, as those 2 grapes are native to the state. However, on our property, we use a lot of European grape varietals. We grow Chardonnay, we grow Riesling, we grow Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, another grape varietal called Petit Verdot. There's about 11 different varietals that we use to make 18 different wines. It's a great operation. It's a beautiful facility, and the wine that we make is designed to be varietally accurate and to compete on the world stage with anything that you would typically see from France or Italy or California. And we're really, really proud of what we've been able to accomplish up there, and especially considering all the grapes come from our property.
And it's been a relatively short period of time that you've been producing.
Yes, when you look at the grand scheme of things and how long wineries are usually around for, Shelton first got its start. We made our very first vintage in 1999. So you think, well, that's not that old, but we were actually only the 12th oldest winery in the state. Now there are over 110 wineries in North Carolina. So in the last decade, the industry has just grown fivefold, and Shelton has been really proud to be at the forefront of that growth, to see the industry change, and to present the wine drinkers of the world with tasty little treats to enjoy.
Especially local, y'all. That's the whole key to everything Thankfully Local is all about. Local, local, local. If you get a chance, check out the Yadkin Valley, travel through the Yadkin Valley, head on up 77 and meet Christina for yourself.
And
thank
Chuck,
you so much.
I would like to thank you for being here and just remind you that no matter where you live, stay thankfully local. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.